Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live Monday. My name is Laura Cantu, and I am very happy to be back with you all for another live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. As you join, please let me know where you're joining from and whether you are a parent or a student of in high school, middle school, whatever grade you happen to be in. Let me know in the comments section. And yeah, today I will be sharing how to get in the top 10% of your high school class. And I will be explaining the importance of getting on the top of your class, on getting good grades, and how it can impact your odds of getting accepted into your top choice school, accepted into competitive colleges and universities. So stay tuned for that. I will obviously wait a few more minutes to give people the opportunity to join. And let's see, let me pull up the comments section. Suba Raj is saying, what time does it start? The live stream is officially on. We are officially live. So thank you so much for being here. And yeah, let me know where you're joining from in the comments section. At the end of the live stream, I like to answer a few questions that you ask in the chat. So if you have any questions, I will try to answer them by the end of the live stream. Also, David is going to be monitoring the chat. So if I don't get to the question, most likely David might be able to get to it. So definitely check the comment section if you do ask a question. And as I said, today we're talking about how to get into the top 10% of your high school class. So definitely stay tuned for that. I see that Juliet Mercado is saying, Juliet Mercado from Tennessee. Hi, Juliet. Thank you so much for watching us from Tennessee. And you're letting us know that you are a senior. All right, you're a senior in high school. This is a huge year for you, Juliet. Have you started with your college applications? What point of the process are you at? Because the college admissions process, there are different steps, specifically senior year, when those applications open and when it's time to write the essays, ask for letters of recommendation, complete the application, etc. So what part of the process are you at right now? Let me know in the comments section. And yeah, before we begin, I do want to let you know some exciting news. We always try to give you guys free resources, free help, free information, and tools that you can use at your disposal in order to increase those odds of acceptance and in order to get more scholarships and financial aid for college. So we actually just released a new webinar, a new training where we teach you the top secrets to getting accepted to college with scholarships. This is a training that is separate and it's additional to the trainings, the webinars, or the live streams per se that we do here on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you are interested in watching this live stream, this free training, the link is in the description below. It's a free resource that we have for you, as I said, and it's another tool that you can use in order to prepare for college, in order to help your student get accepted to college with scholarships. We go over 7 secrets that, trust me, make a huge difference in the college admissions process. So make sure that you check it out, that you register. It's completely free and it's in the description below. So make sure to check it out because it's something that we worked really, really hard on and something that I'm sure is going to be super helpful for you and your students, okay? All right, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and get started with today's presentation, how to get in the top 10% of your high school class, how to help your student get in the top 10% of their high school class. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we begin, I just kind of want to I see some new names in the chat, give a little overview of who I am. My name is Laura Cantu. I am one of the co-founders of Best College Aid, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a resume or a summary of my educational journey in the United States. I went to Nova High School in Florida, where I graduated in the top of my class. I was the president of the National Honor Society. I was also part of the theater club, which I will talk more in depth in a little bit, but theater is actually a big extracurricular activity that helped me in a lot of aspects of my life. And when it came to college and scholarships, I was able to get a theater scholarship because I auditioned for a program and I got $4,000 per year to do theater, additional to all the financial aid and scholarships. And it was all thanks to the fact that I did theater in high school and I started early on. And that helped me when it was time to audition and to try to do theater. So in high school, as I said, I was the president of the National Honor Society. I was part of the theater club. I was also in the swim team. I was part of Best Buddies. I also had good grades. I took AP classes because my high school offered AP classes. So I took between 6 and 7 AP classes and I passed most of them. And when it came to AP classes, and I will talk about that a lot in this presentation, so stay tuned. I was very strategic about it, strategic about the classes that I chose and the classes that I took. So I will give more tips regarding that in just a second. But yes, AP classes, honors classes. I didn't take any regular classes. I took honors and AP classes. But honestly, the biggest things that helped me in my application process was my involvement, my leadership, and, having good grades. I wasn't, the top 5% student. I was in the top 5%. I wasn't in the top 3%. I was in the top 10. But having a good baseline and having, above average grades combined with my leadership, combined with my extracurricular activities and my involvement in my community and in my high school, that was what basically made me a well-rounded student, and it really helped me get accepted into college and get great scholarship packages. So that's a little bit about, my high school journey. I got accepted into Marist College, and I actually got $1 million in financial aid scholarships, financial aid packages combined from all the schools that I got accepted into. And those were my offers. And when I decided to go to Marist College, I decided to study media studies. And I actually, thanks to the financial aid and the scholarships that I received, I was able to do a lot of things. One of those things was to study abroad in London for 1 semester for free. I didn't have to pay for anything other than my flight because all my financial aid and scholarship packages cover the cost of tuition to go abroad and a meal plan that was included in my package. So it was an amazing experience, and it was an amazing plus, and an amazing, I guess, thing that I worked really hard on in high school in order to achieve this. And as I mentioned, I got a theater scholarship, a 4-year scholarship to do theater in high school. I did not major in theater. That was not my goal. My goal in high school and going into college was to major in something else and do theater as an extracurricular activity, maybe minor in it, which I actually did. I minored in theater because the scholarship that I received, one of the criteria was that you had to complete a theater minor. But it was honestly amazing. I got to take theater classes. I got to be part of the musicals of the plays, and be part of the theater club. And that taking the classes, actually minoring in it, helped me a lot than if I just would have been part of the theater club and maybe audition, and that was the only I guess education theater-wise that I received. I actually got to take acting classes, directing, musical theater, singing, etc. as a part of my minor, and it was great. I think I grew a lot as an actress, even though it wasn't my major. It was kind of like my sport. You know how there's college sports, collegiate level sports, and kids go to school and students get athletic scholarships. Theater was my athletic scholarship. It was my institutional scholarship. And it was an amazing experience. And it was something that helped me pay for college. So that is kind of my journey in college, and what I did. And then moving on forward to life after college, after I graduated, my family and I, actually with my 3 siblings and my parents, we decided to start this project, Best College Aid, as a family, because we had such successful college admissions journey. We had such a successful journey, and it was hard work. It was a lot of researching. It was a lot of guidance that we had to seek from a private counselor, and it was a lot of trial and error with like my two older brothers, myself, and then my little brother, my younger brother. He's not little; he's 24, but to me, he's my little brother. But it was just kind of a journey of learning and researching. My parents were really involved in the process, and through this process we realized that there are opportunities available for students and parents in the United States in order to get accepted or to go to good colleges with great financial aid packages in order to not go into debt. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of resources, there's not a lot of knowledge, there's not a lot of places that parents or students can turn to, places that are affordable, places that are, understandable, that are not overwhelming, because unfortunately, high school college counselors, a lot of them don't have the time nor the resources because maybe the state doesn't equip them with the resources, the federal government, maybe they just have too many students to deal with or to help. Whatever the case may be, we realized that this information, this type of guidance was something that families needed. So that's why after we all graduated from college, we decided to start Best College Aid. We have actually helped millions of people throughout our social media channels. We have 100,000 followers on Instagram. We actually just got to 100,000 followers on Instagram in Spanish. 150,000 followers, over 150,000 on TikTok in Spanish. We have 55,000 on TikTok in English, 30,000 on Instagram. We actually just hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube in Spanish, and we are at 9,000 here on YouTube if you guys are watching us. So we are slowly or quickly growing, and our information, our guidance, thankfully, is getting to more people. So we have actually helped a lot of people through social media. We have helped thousands of students inside our Best College Aid program, and we have had students who are part of our Best College Aid membership who have received financial aid and scholarship packages of over $1 million combined. So we are very, very happy with the results and with the success stories that we've had throughout the last few years. So that's a little bit about me, about myself. But now that you know a little bit about me, if this is your first time watching us, now let's talk about today's topic, which is how to get in the top 10% of your high school class. And you might be wondering, why does this even matter? Why do colleges care about class ranks when there's so many other things that matter? Yes, there are so many other things that matter in a college application, but why does class rank matter, especially in more competitive universities, more competitive colleges? Well, the thing is, class ranks are determined by comparing your students' GPA to those of their classmates. So colleges will compare the GPAs, obviously, of their applicants. The higher the GPA, the better the class rank. So the class rank actually represents a steady academic performance over multiple years, not just a single semester. So it's going to paint a picture for the college admissions officers when they're looking at an application or a student's class rank. It's going to paint a whole picture of the student's academic journey in high school. Obviously, they are going to look more than just class rank because they want to look at the specific GPA. They want to see the number of students at that school. All those things do come into play, but it's good and it's important to have a good class rank. In a higher class rank, as I said, the better the GPA, the higher the class rank. The class rank also highlights the student's ability to stand out within a group, because some high schools might be 500 students per graduating class. Some high schools might have 1,000 students per graduating class. So it really does highlight as I said, the student's ability to stand out from the crowd. Obviously, there's other ranks that are not that are maybe like state rank if students are in the top 10% of the state, 20% of the state. But the thing about class rank is going to compare how the student did compared to the other students in the high school, in their high school graduating class. And for an example, as you can see here on the screen, strong high school class rank equals obviously good college performance. So in a Texas 2013 study, it revealed that students in the top 10% of their class had a 60% chance of earning above a B average in college. So obviously, not only are the benefits, the chances of getting accepted into a competitive school or the student's top choice school are higher, but it's also ultimately just going to be better for the student if they prepare, if they try really hard to have a good grades, good understanding, good development when it comes to learning, and when it comes to test taking. A higher class rank is going to help students in the long run, right? In the long term, when it comes to taking college classes, because yes, obviously getting into college is important, but staying in college is also super important. So that is why colleges care about high school class rank. And I see more people are joining. Kathy Bradford says, hello, thank you for all the helpful tips. We are watching from Florida. Hi, Kathy. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we're also in Florida. So thank you for joining. And thank you guys for commenting. Make sure to pop in the comment section, say hello. I love it when you guys are interactive in the chat. It makes this more fun for me. I feel like I'm talking to you guys, even though it's just through a live stream. All right, so that was why colleges care about high school class rank. Now let's talk about how you or your student can enter the top 10%. What it is, what are the things that students can do, what your child can do in order to enter the top 10%. And a thing that we recommend students do is to leverage advanced level courses. Now, an advanced level class, these are graded higher in a GPA scale than a regular level course. The higher the GPA, the lower the rank, right? So again, taking advanced classes, specifically taking college level classes, is going to bring that GPA up. The higher the GPA, the higher the class rank, right? Because you are competing is maybe not the best term, but you are being compared against your other classmates. So it's important that students are doing the most to bring that GPA up so that class rank is brought up. So the one thing, or what we recommend students do, is to try to take advanced classes, preferably college level courses. There's a lot of different types of college level courses. We have AP classes, we have dual enrollment, there's IB, there's ACE, there's colleges like dual enrollment that do pre-college. That's a newer program that a lot of schools do in the US. There are summer classes that are online, or students can go to a community college, which is kind of like dual enrollment, but it happens like in the summertime. So there are different types of college level courses. Honors classes should be the baseline, right? So even though most high schools in the United States will have regular honors and then some sort of college level course, which most of the time is going to be AP or IB, we recommend that if your child wants to have a higher class rank, higher GPA, we recommend that at least they are enrolled in honors classes. And obviously, not every child is on the same level. There's going to be children who might benefit actually from just taking honors classes. Maybe freshman year of high school, not even going into the realm of college level courses, AP classes, dual enrollment, and maybe easing into those courses. But if they start with honors, or maybe if they only took freshman year, they took regular classes, as long as they try to go into and kind of step up and try to take those more challenging classes, it's really going to make a difference, and it's going to help with that class rank. And there are resources for students to perform well in these types of classes. A lot of teachers want to help their students, want to see their students succeed. So if your student is going to be, maybe if they struggle with math, or maybe if they struggle with a specific subject, maybe taking a AP class in that, subject, maybe if it's math or if it's science, maybe taking AP biology is not going to be the best, choice for them. Maybe it's good for them to just take honors classes. But if they are really good at reading, maybe they're really good at writing, it might be worth it to take AP literature, AP language, or maybe if the school offers IB classes, whatever variation or of the IB English curriculum might be, or if they do dual enrollment, if there's an advanced or a college level course at that community college that the school is partnered with, maybe taking an English class there and doing that dual enrollment class, it's going to be beneficial. So really play with your students' strengths and really be aware of the weaknesses. And if you're a student, or if you're a student, or if you're a parent of a student, and you know that maybe they're not great at a specific subject, this doesn't mean that they should never take that subject. Of course, just ease into it. Get a tutor. I actually took stats in AP stats in high school, and I'm going to be super transparent with you guys. Math never ever has been. I was never good at math, and I am still not great at math. But I decided to take I remember ninth grade, I did honors. Sophomore year, I took just honors classes. And then it wasn't until junior year that I decided to take AP stats. And I actually asked my teacher to tutor me after school, and that was really helpful. And I actually was able to get a good grade in the class, and I passed the exam with a 3. So it wasn't a 4 or a 5, but I still passed the exam, and it was very beneficial, and it taught me that I was able to do it. Of course, I needed help, and we have students inside of Best College Aid who are on the same spot where they're taking a college level class, and they know that they're not the strongest, math test takers, or they're not the strongest writers, and they're taking AP writing, not AP writing. They're not the best readers, and they're taking AP Lit, or AP Lang, whatever it may be, and they get tutors. Teachers want to help, and maybe if teachers cannot tutor their students because yes, they're really busy. A lot of high schools are going to have resources. Maybe the teacher is going to know another teacher or a tutor, and also maybe you can find resources. We inside of Best College Aid, our members have access to discounts to REA, which is crash course books that for exams such as the CLEP exam, the AP exams. So our students get those discounts, and they get to learn and get that extra resources, extra help through these crash course books. So there's resources, and there are ways in which your student can perform well in these classes. So taking college level courses in the subjects that you excel at, and as you get comfortable with them, take as many college level classes as possible, obviously without affecting your academic performance. Remember, it's all a strategy. It's better to ease into it. If your student has never taken an advanced class, maybe an honors class, if they did only, regular classes in middle school, or if they're in high school and they've only done regular, maybe it's good to kind of step up with honors and then go into AP, IB, etc. later on. And then, kind of increase the number of AP classes, of college level classes that they are taking. And if your school doesn't offer college level classes, stay calm, do not worry. Colleges can actually see that classes that are offered, and they can see if a high school has limited options in the amount of college level classes that they provide, or if they even provide any college level courses at all. So my biggest tip for you is, if not going to a different high school, like going to a different high school is not available or is not an option for your child, colleges, don't worry, colleges will see the resources that the student was given from the high school. So make sure that as long as your student is taking advantage of the resources that the high school provides, or maybe if it's dual enrollment, taking advantage of those resources, and making the most of them and performing and excelling with them, colleges are going to be able to see that, and they're going to take note of that, and it's going to impact their decision. So yeah, make sure that in order to enter the top 10% of your high school top 10% class rank, make sure there's a few things: taking college level courses, taking advanced classes, but remember easing into those classes, or making sure that students are playing with their strengths and they are leading with that and taking those classes, whether it is honors classes or college level courses. Make sure that they start with the things that they know that they're good at and they know that they're comfortable at. And then once they have taken a few AP, IB, ACE, dual enrollment classes with the subjects that they're good at, maybe it can be time to implement the other courses that maybe they don't feel so strong about, or maybe just even going into the honors math classes, honors science classes, honors English classes. And maybe by senior year taking a few APs on those subjects. So yeah, that was how you can help your student get into the top 10% of their high school graduating class. Now, I know that this is just one tip that I'm showing you guys today, but do not panic. We actually have more strategies, more tips that are super helpful and are going to make a huge difference in your child's college application process, and it's going to help bring up those odds of getting accepted into the right college with scholarships. So if you want to learn these tips that you can see on the screen, how to earn a top 1% SAT or ACT score, the number one thing that colleges look for, how to write a perfect college essay, because college essays are such a huge and crucial part of the college admissions process, how to get recognized by admissions officers of top universities, and how to earn the best college aid, and how to find the easiest scholarships to win. If you want to learn all these topics, remember, we do have a free training where we actually cover all this information, all these tips. Today's tip that I share with you was one of them, how to be on the top 10% of your class rank. But if you want to learn the other strategies, the link to this presentation, the link to that free training where we go over those other tips, is in the video's description. So trust me, check it out. You really want to watch this. It's another free resource like this live stream that I am doing right now. And I see that there's people watching. I see that there's people in the chat. So it clearly means that you want to learn. So if you want to learn the other tips, just more strategies, have more resources under your belt to kind of navigate this college admissions journey, make sure that you check it out. The link is down below. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. My brother Francisco prepared this presentation. He's the one who hosts it and who provides and who shares these tips, these important resources. So make sure to register because you're really, really going to love it. All right, let's see. Juliet is saying, I have already made my list of colleges, also the essays and everything, taking into account your advice. Perfect, Juliet. I love that you are so deep because you told me you are a senior. So the fact that you made your list of colleges, you wrote the essays, okay, that's great. There are other parts of the application that obviously need to be done, but it's August. So if you keep doing what you're doing, and if you keep, working on it day by day, you should be good. I do recommend you watch that free training in the link below because that's going to help you out a lot, especially with the scholarship and financial aid part of your application, because there are a few things that you should know going into, the next couple of months that are going to be very imperative, especially with federal aid, with financial aid application, with scholarship applications, how to look for scholarships, because you should be constantly looking for scholarships. And even if you're not a senior, if you're students who are freshmen, sophomores, juniors, when it comes to private scholarships, those should always be worked on. The students should always be on the lookout for these opportunities. And federal aid, that is something that happens more during the student's senior year of high school. So definitely make sure that you watch that training, because it's definitely going to help you out a lot. I guess I already said hi to you, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining this live stream, Kathy. I'm really happy that you got to comment and that you got to watch this. And if you haven't watched the free training, the link is in this video's description, so don't forget to check it out. And that's everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned a lot. And don't forget to watch that free training. Registering, it's completely free to learn the other strategies. Have a wonderful day. And if you're in Florida, stay safe. The hurricane is coming, so we have to stay safe, stay dry, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you next time.